where the mind is without fear. Where shows police. It is a poem written by Rabindranath Tagore. Actually, he prayed to God that India, he prayed to God that may India be a place where people live without any kind of fear. You know, Tagore was a gifted poet who is the first Indian poet who got Nobel Prize in Literature. Anyway, this poem is actually, as I have already told you, a sort of prayer. He says that where the mind is without fear and the head is held high, means that everyone should have its dignity. No one should be seemed inferior. There should be equality. Everyone should live like a dignified person where knowledge is free, where the world has not been broken. And India, be a country must where everyone can achieve education, everyone has a reach to knowledge, and it should not be confined only to the aristocratic class. Knowledge should be imparted to every Indian. And where the world has not been broken, he says that where the world has not been broken means where there should not be the fragments on the basis of creed, caste, color, religion, etc. means that India should seem like a unique nation where these differences do not arise. Everyone should feel proud to be Indian. There should be no discrimination. Fragments should not be existing there. And into fragments by narrow domestic walls. You know that walls here signify divisions and bridges shows relation, bonds, agreement, strong bonds. Therefore, we should construct bridges, build bridges, not walls. Walls symbolize divisions. And he shows, and he says, and he desires rather that in India there should not be these narrow circles on which people hate or show hatredness towards their brethren, their own people, because he does not belong to his own creed or color or linguistic. There is linguistic difference. These should not become the causes of division. Why words come out from the depth of truth, where tireless striving stretches its arms towards perfection. He shows that the people should be sincere, and the second is that people should be striving, they should be trying, stretches, spreading its arms towards perfection, to become a perfect country. To be, you know that actually the underlying or the hidden meaning of this line is these lines is that we should adopt the we should adopt ourselves according to the the needs of the needs of the time. One should not be sitting with age old customers, age old, you know that these systems, but one has to learn how to change itself with the separate of this knowledge technology, and where the clear stream of reason has not lost its way into the dreary desert sand of dead habit. And he desires that India may be a country where there should not be this lifeless, means that there should not be monotonous life, monotony, borrowed life, but it should be this India should become a dynamic nation, the people of which changes, progresses by leaps and bounds, and they should change. They should not become bored, or they should not show bore, boredom, where the mind is led forward by thee into ever widening and action, uh, into that heaven of freedom, my father, let my country awake. And he knows that where the mind is led forward by thee into ever widening thought and action, it means that there should be dominance of reason, dominance of wisdom, dominance of action. People should not be superstitious. India should not be the country of superstitious people, but they will always put the logic, the reason before them, which will guide them. And he prayed, lost God, and says him into that heaven of freedom, my father. Actually, my father, he addresses to God, let my country awake. It means that at the time of Tagore, most people of India were superstitious. They believed on age-old customs, rituals, etc., and that they were not ready to change, to adopt their lives according to the new needs of the time, or to adopt the new uh, trends of science and technology. And that is why it shows that he was to some extent worried, disappointed. That is why he prayed to God in this last line, that let my country awake, that my country should awake. It is in slumber, it is in deep sleep. Let the India get awake, it will get awakened, it will wake up, it should participate in those countries they who show, or we show advanced, we show uh, progress, which have shaped the world. And that is all.